Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn how to insert images into our Word document and a few options that are related to the images, like when you insert an image, how you can align it with your text in a better way, and how you can wrap your text around it, and a few layout options and image options. So there are three ways to insert an image. The first way is that you go to the insert tab and click on the pictures option, where you can see that from my desktop I have my media folder open, which is the same folder as I have on the right hand side of the page. So you can just select any image from here which you want to be inserted, and it will be inserted where your cursor was placed at. Or the second alternative which we frequently use is the copy paste option. So I can simply go to my folder, press Ctrl plus C to copy it, and come back here, get my cursor where I want to paste the image, and do Ctrl plus V to paste the image. The third option, which we do not frequently use but is the easiest options to insert an image, is that you just go to the image, you drag it, and you can drop it where you want to insert it. You can see that there's a big black marker that appears and a small box indicating that an image is going to be dropped here. So I can just insert my image here like this. And these are the three options or the three ways that you can insert an image in. So once I'm done with this, I don't really need the help of the folder on the left hand side of the page. So I'll just expand this and zoom into the text so that I can see it better. I'll be deleting the last two images and work with one to give us a better understanding of the layout options. Once you click on the image, you see that a small box appears over here. When you run your mouse over it, you can see that it states that it has the layout options. Now, what are the layout options? We'll just simply click on the box and you can see that the layout options suggest how your image is going to be placed with your text. The default layout option that is selected in Word when you insert an image is in line with text. So you can see that the image is a part of the line, and from the very next part, wherever the image ends, the very next point of the cursor being placed, the text starts. So whenever I want to move the image, I can simply move it across, but there will be text on either sides of the image, and this is how the picture will look. But it will be a problem if I need to move it somewhere in the middle of the paragraph, because you can see that there's no text on the left hand side and no text on the right hand side of the image as well. So this does not look very appealing when we want to have the image being represented side by side with text. So we'll discover the other layout options that we have. The next option that we have is the square option. You can see it's under the heading with text wrapping. So whenever you click on the square option, you can see that there is text on the right hand side of the data as well as on the left hand side of the data, but your image as a square remains empty on the top and the bottom. Now that you move your image anywhere, you can see it moves with the text. So this gives you a better um, understanding of the image along with the text. If you do need to place the image somewhere in middle of the paragraph, this is a better option or a better way how you can present it. So you can see now it looks like it's properly aligned and the text fills in properly. The and again you can see that the small cutout over here, that is exactly how your image is going to look with your text. The blue lines indicating the text and your semicircle with a square representing your image. The next option that you have is tight. You can see that there is not much difference with tight and square. It's just that your text is much closer to the image. Like when you had the square option, your text was a little further away from the image. But now when you choose the tight option, you see that your text is tightly wrapped around the image. So in the same way, when you move your image, your text tightly wrapped around it moves as well. So again, it's beneficial if you need to align the image and you want the text without a lot of spacing on the sides. The fourth option that we have here is the through option. And this option, as you can see in the small box that appears here, the text is actually supposed to go through the image at the top and wherever the spaces are available. So now that I have selected this option, you can't really see the difference. But if I move it somewhere, maybe in between the paragraph, you can see that the text actually goes through the image, like this part where my micro organization is written. This part is actually a part of the image, but this organization, the last part of the word, it intrudes the image area. But since I have chosen the through layout option, it can appear over here because it's not interrupting the main image. Same with the word and over here, you can see that it is again in the image area, but it's not covering the image or overlapping with it. So it just helps you to get the text through wherever space is available. And again, it's a layout option as preferred if you don't need a lot of spacing and you want the text to appear in a better format. You can choose this option. The fifth option that we have is the top and bottom option. Very simple. From the layout here, you can understand that there will be text on top of the image and on the bottom of the image, but not on the sides of the image. You can move it to any side, but there won't be any text appearing on the sides of the image. Then the other option that we have is the image goes behind the text. Easy to understand, it has actually gone behind the text, so the text is overwriting the image. Not very evident to understand with the thing here, but if I just highlight this, you can see that the text has actually overridden the image. So now that I select my image, the last option that I have here is in front of the text. Now when I do have it in front of the text, you can see that my image is overwriting my text. So wherever I do move the image, it's always above the text and my text is not moving along with it. And another way you can get these layout options, if you don't have this box available here or you don't find it preferable to use this as a tool to operate, you can simply go to the layout tab here, and in the layout tab you have the position option where you can, again, there are a few pre-decided positions, which is the such as the top left or the bottom right corner, or all these default image options where people usually do place the images in their documents. So you can select either of these images, or you can click on this more layouts options and go to the text wrapping portion, where again you get a thing similar to this, like the image over here. My layout options over here when I was clicking on this box, the same are shown to me over here. The only difference being that it was shown to me with a semicircle here, and now I have a dog to indicate the same. And maybe see a bigger representation of how your image will be looking with the text, and then make a choice of the option that you want. It's all the same. You have the exact same options here: square, tight, through, top and bottom, behind text, in front of text, and all of them remain the same. And whichever you want to click on, whichever you want to select, you can click on OK. And once done, you can again see that your image has been aligned in a similar manner. And many a times people need to insert these images and they miss out on how to insert them properly because they aren't able to either move the image with the text, or they're not able to get it properly aligned with the text. So you can just use this really simple way. Go to the layout options and choose your preferred way and use it. Suppose I click on square, since that is the best option here, since you can see that there's a proper box around it and it looks very neat this way. So you can keep inserting images like this into your entire document without having disrupted the alignment of your entire document. So also another way to get the same dialog box as the one which appears when you go to layout, go to position options, and you need to go to more layout options to get this dialog box right here. Another way to get this dialog box is to click on layout options and go to the see more hyperlink on the bottom, and you get the same dialog box here. Again, as I did not explain earlier, you have the horizontal and vertical options over here to align and position the image as required, and you have a few options below as well, where you have the option to move object with text, which basically means if any text is deleted or added to the page, then your image will automatically move and alter itself. You have an option to lock the anchor, fix the position for the anchor, and allow overlap of the text with the image. Also, to have the layout in table cell, which is that if you are inserting the image in a table cell, you can have the same layout in the table cell as well. The text wrapping options remain the same as were explained with examples before, but there are four options which appear here which weren't explained before, which is that you can wrap text on either both sides of the image or only on the left or right side. Both sides is the most commonly used, hence it is the default way the text is wrapped. And you also have the option of largest only, and we'll just click on it and see how it works. Also, you have the size options, which you can directly size the image from here, resize the image, sorry, from here, and alter all the image options as required. So once we click on OK, and now when I move my image, you can see that the text only remains on the larger side uh, of my page, as in if my image is not towards almost towards the center of the page, but my right hand side has more space, so my text is going to remain on the right hand side only. Now if I keep moving my image to the right hand side, I can see that as my left hand side space increases, my text automatically shifts only to the left hand side, since that had the larger area. This can also be an option that you can use for your image alignment as required. Another quick feature which we may have missed out is when you go to the layout options, there are two options here, which is move with text, which we already saw, which basically again means that if your text is added or deleted to the page, your image will alter accordingly. And the second option is to fix the position on the page, which basically again means that your image, if I just choose this option, it means that I can still move my image if I need to, but if I add or delete text to the page, then my image will not be moving on its own. I can move it manually, but it will not be moving on its own. This is what it basically means. So if I have this option selected and then I try to move the image, it still moves as you can see, but it's just that if I add or delete text to the page, then it will not be altered. That's all we have today for the image layout options. And thank you so much for watching the video. Do like and share the video and subscribe to our channel. And please drop in any other video suggestions that you might have.